So today is the beginning of NBA free agency, and I just can't wait to see what ultimately ends up happening. When talking about the Lakers, we actually got some news and a video of what Rob Pelinka plans on doing with the Lakers during this NBA free agency. And from watching that video, it's definitely some good news, especially for you Laker fans out there. In this video, we're going to be talking about the NBA free agency update, everything that could happen with the Lakers, and also talking about other free agent rumors that we're hearing. So simply, if you're an NBA fan and is excited for today, NBA free agency day, this video is perfect for you. But quickly, before I get on with the video, I just want to say, if you're new to the channel and love basketball, welcome to ezBUCKETz. My name is Soom, and I make basketball videos every single day. So if you are new, be sure to hit the subscribe button and click this button right here, the post notification bell, to not miss any of my upcoming videos. If you watched this video and you loved it, be sure to smash that thumbs up button, guys. I would really appreciate it. It would really help out the channel a lot. But without wasting any more time, let's talk about NBA free agency.
In terms of what will our approach will be to be aggressive, I think there's a handful of teams that probably hope to contend or be in a position to contend, and we're not going to just sit back and not expect others that are in that position to be trying to better their rosters and better their teams. So we have to stay aggressive. I think the danger of winning is complacency, and we won't allow that to creep in here. We're going to try to continue to improve our team and put Coach Vogel and his staff in the best possible position to defend. And our owner, Jeannie Buss, has given us all the resources at hand to do that. And so we'll be aggressive in making sure that we increase that probability as high as we possibly can to.
After hearing this by Rob Pelinka, I definitely loved what he was saying. What he's basically saying about the Lakers is that during this year's NBA free agency, they're not just gonna sit back and relax and say, let's run it back. He said that the Lakers will be active, be ready, and be willing to make big moves to adjust their roster to win and defend their championship. Some people could argue that keeping the exact same roster that won the NBA championship will be a good thing for normal teams to defend an NBA championship due to chemistry, due to players already knowing the coaching staff, the playbook, and all those kind of things. But what Rob Pelinka is saying is that every team in the NBA is also getting competitive and wants to contend at a high level, and that's why the Lakers can't just sit back and do nothing. This is definitely great news for Laker fans, as one thing's for sure, we're gonna see more exciting things happening soon, probably today, about the Lakers and some free agents they could sign. With the Lakers currently only having 7 people on their roster right now, they're gonna have to make a lot of moves during this year's offseason and sign a bunch of different players. When talking about free agents that left the Lakers, Avery Bradley opt-out, Rajon Rondo opt-out, KCP opt-out, even Anthony Davis opt-out. The only player option player that opt-in was JaVale McGee. And if the Lakers ultimately end up losing these key pieces, I believe they must find the perfect free agent to fill those roles. In my personal opinion, I do believe that it is a must for the Lakers to bring back Dwight Howard. Right now, he is an unrestricted free agent, which means he can go wherever team he wants. And the good news for Laker fans is that Dwight said that he has a lot of interest in returning to the Lakers, but under one circumstance. He wants to get paid a little more than he did last year, because last year he only got $2 million and was a very impactful player on their rotation. I believe if the Lakers can offer Dwight Howard maybe a $5 million deal, it might just be worth it. It would just make sense. Dwight Howard is being linked to multiple teams right now. The Golden State Warriors could sign him, the LA Clippers could sign him, but I believe the Lakers should be his top priority. I also believe in this year's free agency, the Lakers will be targeting Serge Ibaka with their mid-level exception. From what we're hearing from Serge, I do feel like he's gonna leave Toronto. He's been posting a lot of videos lately saying things like, I love Toronto, I'm thankful for my journey, and all of these little different things, which makes us feel like he's saying thank you to Toronto for everything they've given him, for the experience, but now because it's a business, it's time for him to move on. I believe Serge Ibaka would be a great fit on the Los Angeles Lakers. He'll be a great floor spacer at that center position. And just imagine Anthony Davis and Serge Ibaka at that front court. Their twin towers would be amazing. The next free agent I believe the Lakers could potentially get at 6 p.m. today is Wesley Matthews to that veteran minimum contract. And ever since they lost Danny Green in that Dennis Schroeder trade, I believe getting Wesley Matthews, it just makes sense as he brings a 3-and-D presence. He's a high volume floor spacer just like Danny Green. What's special about Wesley Matthews is that the Lakers won't have to pay him, a lot of money like they did for Danny Green. He'll play the same role as Danny and be perfect for the money he's being given. The biggest question about the Los Angeles Lakers though is during this year's NBA free agency, are they going to potentially do a sign and trade with KCP, maybe trade KCP alongside Kyle Kuzma, with the rumors of the Lakers trying to trade for DeMar DeRozan. It was supposed to be Danny Green and Kuzma, and the fact that Danny Green already got traded, the Lakers might still want to do a big time trade because they still have Kyle Kuzma as a trading asset. One of the biggest questions for sure for the Lakers is what are they going to do with Kyle Kuzma? There are so many questions surrounding him, and I just can't wait to see if they ultimately end up keeping him for the season or end up trading him for a back-to-back defensive championship run. But ultimately though, when talking about the Lakers, Laker fans out there, expect some good things that are about to happen. I do believe the Lakers will 100% still be competitive. Anthony Davis just came out and said that he wants to re-sign with the Lakers and is still thinking on what contract he will take. So the good news for sure is that the Lakers are going to be contenders in 2021. But moving forward to another player that I really want to talk about now, I want to talk about Gordon Hayward, who just opted out of his $34 million player option with the Boston Celtics. I'll be honest guys, when I heard this news about Gordon Hayward opting out, I just couldn't believe it. How can you turn down $34 million playing for a contending team? Well, from what we're hearing so far, Gordon Hayward was unhappy in Boston. He wants to find a new team to join, and from the looks of it, it's going to happen. Gordon Hayward has been linked to the Atlanta Hawks, joining Trae Young, and also going to the New York Knicks. What do you guys think about Gordon Hayward? Is he still worth an NBA max contract? If not, how much is he worth? Put all your thoughts in the comment section down below. And the last free agent that I really want to talk about, guys, is one of my favorite targets this offseason, and that's talking about Fred VanVleet of the Toronto Raptors. And we're talking about his free agency option and what he's going to do. We actually all have no idea. A lot of Raptor fans believe Fred VanVleet will re-sign with the Raptors because, they built a winning culture there with him, Larry, and Siakam. But from an interview with him and JJ Redick, we're starting to feel like Fred actually wants to leave and get the most money possible. When talking about the New York Knicks, they've actually offered Fred VanVleet a lot of money. We don't really know the details of that contract, but I do see a big possibility of Fred actually leaving Toronto and possibly signing with the Knicks. This is my big prediction. One thing's for sure though, this free agency is going to be absolutely amazing. I'm just super excited to see what ends up happening today at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. What's most important to me is your opinion, guys. I want you guys to take some time out of your day, go in the comment section down below, and predict where the biggest free agents will sign in this upcoming free agency. The best thing about making predictions is knowing when you're right or wrong, and with the NBA free agency coming up anytime now, we just can't wait to see if what we all thought was going to happen actually happens. But other than that, take it easy, God bless, and I'll see you all next time on ezBUCKETz. Woo!
I got angels flying